I said in the last video we were going to talk about leading and following, but I thought of something. You know what? Before we cover that topic, we actually need to go back and cover this issue of vision. Now, I have it right here going vision versus dreaming. There's a big difference between dreamers and visionaries. Now, a visionary has a clear path. He knows where he wants to go and he knows what he wants to do, and he's willing to take the steps to actually get there. Might take a long time. Ladies, if you're watching this and you're trying to figure out how to support your man, don't belittle him when it's taken a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. The question is he keeping the vision? Is he keeping working forward? Now, a dreamer, on contrast, it just has wonderful ideas in their head, but they have no formulated plan whatsoever. They don't know anything about strategy. A great example of that I grew up in my house with was I heard so many times from the time I was this tall, one day, son, we're going to win the lottery. Now that's dreaming. You aren't in control of that. You can't control that. Yeah, you can buy your lottery ticket. You can study lottery science and algorithms and all kinds of other things. But guess what? You're still a dreamer. A visionary says, no, I want to make a difference in the world, or I want to start this company and do this product, or I want to do this over here. And you keep that vision in front of you at all times. Now, the reason I covered this subject after the first one is because I don't want to empower predators to go out and chasing dreams, right? Because then what happens? They're going to never enter it. You got to have the first things first. So first of all, you need to be a protector, not a predator. And then you need to be a visionary, not a dreamer. That means, who am I? What am I created for? What's my purpose here and where am I going? Now, I just had this lesson with my son this morning and we were talking about this and I said, son, life is a lot like a foggy journey. In the fog, you can only see 3 feet at a time. Now, do you go charging into the fog? No, that's kind of stupid, and people do it all the time, and then they wonder why they fell off the cliff. No, you take a few steps, you stop, you survey your surroundings, right? You can see another 3 feet. Everything's good. You take another 3 steps. That's most of life. Most of us aren't born, growing up, stepping out of the house at 18 and knowing exactly what we're called to do. I say most men that I've met in their 40s, 50s, and 60s still have not figured out what they're on this earth for. Now, there's plenty of material around that. That's not my goal. I'm not Tony Robbins, but I'll send you over to him and say, go follow his material. He's wonderful at actually helping people figure out who they are and what their destiny is. But folks, let me tell you something, guys. You cannot get a woman who wants to follow you and really truly trust you. You can't have your kids trust you. You can't have your people in your company trust you and want to follow you if you don't know where you're going. Who wants to follow a blind man? So get some vision in your life and stop dreaming about things like, well, one day I'd like to have a house in Barbados. How? What is that? And is that really what life is all about, a house in Barbados? Okay, you want to make that goal? Okay, so whatever, make it a goal. Figure out an actionable plan about how you're going to do something. Be proactive. All of us are different. I'm a big believer in Myers-Briggs. If you haven't done that, I'd recommend you to go to 16personalities.com. That's 16personalities.com. Take the test and learn a little bit about yourself and learn about your brain processor, because everybody handles this thing a little bit different, okay? That all of us, no matter what your brain processor, can take practical steps to accomplishing our goals and objectives. That means that we have clear vision, we know where we're going, and we're not just dreaming. All right, so that's just that step for today. Now we're going to get on to following about leaders and followers.